We have been discussing on that subject, Dharma. The more I sit down and observe my own mind and see the literally flooding of different thoughts and ideas, I'm really surprised at how many days it shall pass. Because this is a very beautiful topic, and I hope, as all of you have been listening to these things, you are really going back and thinking over it. To think over it is to see the truth of it and to really grasp as what is this word dharma is all about. And more so, what is my dharma? Each individual can ask that to himself. First thing first, friends. Now we are human beings. We are 20, 30 people are here or whatever it is. Let us have a conference of the human beings. How many varieties of human beings are there? Broadly, man, woman, transgender. If you look at gender-wise, male, female, transgender. These are the three types of people. But if you want to have the conference of all the people, then there shall be 7 continents. People from Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica. 7 continents. They are not 7 different human beings, looking different. But we have named them Asians, Africans, Australians, Europeans, North Americans, South Americans, and people from Antarctica. And each person will have different type of dharma, meaning, different types of behavior, let us say, just beginning with them, just talking about. Different types of identities, because they have identified themselves with one continent. So once you have made it that you belong to one particular continent, thereafter, let us just take one continent, Asia. You take one continent, then Africans are Africans, Asians are Asians, they look different, they are... That is the general first difference. General differences will be look, how they look. Europeans, Americans, North Americans, South Americans. That type of look will be there. Please. And then from the Asians, you shall make it Southeast Asians, East Asians. Like different types of people will be there. You go to Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, those varieties of people. Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, those varieties of people. Indians, among the Indians there and the different regions are there. Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, Nepalis, Afghanistan. If you go into Central Asia, Turkmenistan and all that stuff, Azerbaijan, Just see that. Everybody looks different. And then when you go to one country in Asia, let's say go to one country, India. In India itself, all are Indians, but then what have you got? From the Ladakh, from the top, to Kashmir, to Himachal Pradesh, to Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, like you go down, Gujaratis, Maharashtrians, Punjabis, then go to, like that you go down. Bihari, then your Jharkhand, Bengal, Odisha, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka. How many varieties? Whose dharma you are talking about now? If you say, I want to talk about my dharma, please understand. And these discussions shall be limited to only human beings. Because if there is a conference of everything in the creation, let us say, if everything in the creation, how many varieties will be there? That is why, if you just one broad word, Sanatana Dharma, if you bring in, it will include the entire, every species, every mankind, everything, all types of people, all types of things, everything. We'll see that, friends. There are 4 types of creation. First thing, okay. All the time first thing, because it's all forming in my head. I'll talk to you. And you please see, think it over. I'm going to do it more and more and more. We have all the time in the world now. We can sit down and discuss it every time, everything. Just think of it, Srishti, creation itself. Creation, the macrocosmic universe, space, air, fire, Pancha Mahabhuta Jagat, space, air, fire, water, earth, no dharma. Absolutely no dharma, adharma concept doesn't exist. They will never have a conference to talk about themselves, because none of them has sense of I, individuality. The space will not say, I am the space, I am accommodating the air, fire, water, earth. The air has no sense of I, that I am blowing all over the world or wherever it is possible in the creation. Neither the fire can say, I am a spark, a gentle tiny spark, or a huge conflagration, a forest fire, the fire under the bottom of the sea. None of these differences the fire will have. Neither the water will have a sense of difference. I am in the polar region, I am in this place, I am in the Martian surface, I was in some other planet. None of these things. River, pond, drop, ocean, none of these things will be there. Only water. Look at the earth, planet earth, and the sense of soil, whether it is here in this planet earth or any planet, any star, any system, solar system. None of them have a sense of I. Therefore, there is no question arising as to what is my dharma. I am not there to ask about my dharma. Nothing in this creation have a sense of I. Please understand. Space doesn't try to understand what is my nature. Unconscious, inert. The air doesn't want to ask anything. The fire, the earth, the water, That is why when we human beings shut up, animals remain far away in their own jungle habitats. Nobody speaks. Nobody has conflict. Nothing has a sense of I, my, I am living, I am dying, I am born, I am growing. Nothing. Just observe. Who is interested in knowing its own dharma? He is not there. Mr. Space, Mr. Fire, Mr. Earth, Mr. Water, Mr. Air, nobody is there. If they don't exist individually as individual entities, and it's all creation, Srishti, macrocosmic universe, even this name, they don't have. We have given them. Human beings have given the names. Nothing in this universe has been tagged, has an indigenous, independent name tag. I am sun, I am moon, I am star, or we are a star system, creation, God, or nothing. No concept, no name. So whose dharma we are discussing now? They are not interested. It's like gossip. Gossip is we talk about somebody, something which the person doesn't know. We are already discussing about him or her. And we are very busy discussing their nature, what they are or what they should be or what they should not be, when I don't know anything about myself. This is human beings for us. The human beings have started naming everything. We have not created their nature, because we are not the creators. Because if we are the creators, before us, there shouldn't be no any creation existing. No single individual creation, whether it is just a dust, a drop of water, a spark of fire, a whispering of a breeze, or a bit of a space, or macrocosmic, total space, total air, total fire, total water, total earth, always existing before you, I, or anybody came out of this creation. The creation is not our creation. Not only the whole creation is not our creation, our own bodies, of which you are so proud, is not our own creation. We did not participate in the creation of this body. Neither we participated in the creation of the sense organs, organs of action. Every drop of blood, every cell, sinew, artery, veins, organs like heart, liver, pancreas, the entire human body. And then, not only we did not participate in the creation of our own body, every part of this body, but also we did not initiate the functioning of the body's different parts of this body. We did not Please appreciate, friends. Suddenly you disappear, you are just a non-entity, nobody, you are not there even to talk about anything. Why should you? Where are you? We did not create the capacity, the power. The power of the eyes to see, the ears to hear, the tongue to taste, the nose to smell, the skin to touch, the leg to walk, the mouth to speak, for the organs to excrete, to procreate, blood circulation, digestion, prana, apana, vyana, samana, udana, breathing, in and out, digestion, circulation, thinking capacity, nothing. We didn't create anything. They're already inherent. The capacity to create the thoughts, we did not give it to the sense organs and the sense object coming together, a thought will be created. That also we did not give. Even as a child, the moment you are born, perception started taking place. Not because of the child, not because of the individual human being. Thoughts started coming in. And you are conscious. Our parents did not push little consciousness either before birth, during birth, or after birth, when you are 5, 7, 10-year-old. It was always conscious. Consciousness is there. And these things continue to exist. But one thing that came in, now I hope you clearly see, individuality. I thought, ahankar is the only thing missing from the entire arrangement. Will you please see your own arrangement, your own tiny body, all the different parts, physical parts of this body, subtle functions of the sense organs, sense objects, perceptions, thoughts, consciousness, existing, but have no sense of I. And this sense of I, individuality, comes only to the human beings. And it is still not in every child. All of us were children at one time, but you did not have the I sense. It did not come with the birth. The thoughts were created. Thoughts means what? Eyes see the forms and colors, thoughts of forms and colors. Names were not introduced. You see a color, not the name of the color. The ears hear sounds, has no power to name the sound or the source of the sound. Can't. The sounds themselves have no power to name themselves. We are flute, we are rustling of the leaves, we are the falling of the waters, we are the cyclone blowing. No sounds name itself. No touch names itself, no sensation names itself. None of them have a sense of living and dying. Are we getting that point, please? Are you that excited? Are you understanding what I'm talking to you? They don't have a sense of being born. Go to the garden and listen to the whispers of the birds. flowers just starting. Oh, I am being born now. Oh, I am now growing now. Now I am blossoming. The fragrance is spreading. No whispering. None of these things have a sense of being born, growing, changing, or die. Then why do we human beings feel that? Who feels it? Only one thought, I. That I thought, are you getting that point? Are you really being able to isolate that thought from every other thoughts? Ahankar, call it I thought, call it individuality. I. Nenu, Nan, Main, Mu, understand. This sense of me, nothing in this universe has. The whispering breeze to cyclonic storms, the tiny bit of space to macro space, from a little spark to conflagration on the fire, a little drop to the 7 oceans, to one dust, to macrocosmic universe. Nowhere there is a whisper. They are not interested. They are not there to be interested in their own birth and death and growth and change. They have no sense of being finite, no sense of being infinity, no sense of being born, no sense of being unborn, deathless, absolute. Concepts don't exist, nothing. So sit down alone. That is why I say when you don't get sleep in your nights, we as human beings should set us to thinking. Who is talking? When I walk on the mountain, in our really mountain, this is a lovely mountain top, our own house, little ashram, all this little jungle, everything is there. Go to the rooftop. Ever experienced the stillness of the Himalayas here? Same thing. The whole world is asleep. Electricity fails, much more interesting. No natural, no artificial light. Millions of stars are just twinkling from billions and billions, trillions of miles distance all over. Up, down, sense of up and down doesn't exist. Nobody whispers. The space doesn't say anything. But if you are one solitary person standing somewhere, and if you have that sense of infinite expanse, you will feel the whole infinite space as though embracing you. Undivided attention, because there is no other human being there. Everybody is snoring, suffering, complaining, I'm sleepless. I don't have a sense of this, tomorrow I have to do this. Ayyo. Think of this. As human beings, how unconsciously we have made ourselves totally incapable of everything. That point will come later. In the whole universe, there is no sense of finite or infinite. You are alone standing there. Undivided attention from the infinite space. There's nobody standing there waiting for the attention of the space. You are alone. All the breeze available for you, all the air available for you, and you can still take only 1 little ounce of oxygen, air, to breathe. Water, whatever is already in the body is enough. Thirst will come. Fire, the warmth that keeps our body going is already there. And the enormous power of fire is a hidden potential in the creation. Same thing the water, same thing air, and of course the earth on which we are standing. And none of these things have any sense of I. Nobody speaks, nobody thinks. Why are you worried? Who is worried? That is why this habitual blabbering, boo, 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 continuous. How nicely, even if you see these, the majesty of those verses, Shankara write down, Maunam Vyakhya Pragatita Param Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam. Maunam Vyakhya. Silence is the word. Maunam Vyakhya. Maunam. Silence is the description. Not quietly speaking. Amazing dimensions. The people, the Shankara, all these sages, we'll talk about that later on. The whole universe, Maunam Vyakhya. And what is it talking about? What is it whispering to everybody? Infinite alone is infinite. Individual is not there. How do you ever exist away from the infinite embrace? The space cannot separate you. You cannot separate yourself from the space. Can you live without air? And air never leaves you. Can you live without fire? Take the fire out of your body. Take the heat out of your body. Just think, friends, the love and majesty of the creation never leaves us alone. It never leaves our body alone. Can the water withdraw the water from our body? Can you give up your water from your own body? The earth doesn't claim back the earth from this little body, nor can you live without it. That means what? The embrace is complete. Everything always there in everything. The silence is complete. Maunam. Life is complete. Nothing feels separated from nothing. No dust, no drop, no spark of a fire, no whisper of a breeze, or a tiny bit of space. Nothing feels separated, nothing feels we are part of an infinite existence. Until one thought in human head, I. And that thought also is so mysterious. When it came, none of us know. When did your I thought come? Ask parents, Mama, Papa, Bapa, Abu, or whatever you call, Amma, Appa. When did you give me this I thought? When did it start? We don't know about its birth, but we're hanging around with it as though I am that. Oh. What was there when the I thought was not there? What was there or what is there when the I thought is there? And what will be there when the I thought is not there? That was, is, will be at all times. Call it Chetana, consciousness, Atma, Brahma, Ishvara, infinity, all-pervasive. Name anything you like. No names, that also fantastic. Why? I was not born there to name it. Before the names were given, the nameless was existing. Before the forms were formed, the formless is existing. That is why when Upanishads, when you see this amazing dimension of a vision, asadva idam agravasi tado vai sadajayata. Asadva idam agrasit. In the beginning there was non-existence, meaning no names, no forms. Or you can say, sadeva samya idam agrasit ekameva advitya brahma. You are a pandit. Asadeva idam agrasit? Yes, sadeva idam agrasit. Shut up, for God's sake. Sat, Asat are two stupid names. Existence is independent of name. Our logic, our argument, our right and wrong, I'm the only one who knows, or you do not know, it means nothing to anybody. Think, friends, look for that thought. When did it start? But every thought has a beginning. You can remember, perhaps. If you don't remember, somebody remembers. This child's first word was ah or amma. When your children start talking, what do you say? A baby, when you see there's 3 months, 4 months, 6 months year old, what do you say? Has he started talking? Has he started talking? Inna sulla, poo poo, poo poo. That doesn't, effortless words are ah. Because you open your mouth and say there will be ah. That is how children begin. First, ah. Oh, tala, pa, Tamilian. Bapa, Udiya or something. Amma, language, listen. It starts with Amma, Appa, Bapa, Bahu, Ma, like that. Which language? Any language of the thousands of languages in the world. The first words, parents will never forget. Ask your parents, when did I start speaking I? Neither you remember, nor your friends remember, parents remember, grandparents, nobody remembers. But we continued. And when all the perception took place, just see the mechanism. When the perception started taking place, eyes saw forms and colors came in as thoughts. We have seen it so elaborately, so many times. Please think it over. We create unconsciously a little personal universe of our own, comprising our own experiences from childhood, the date of birth, from 1970s, 80s, 90s, whatever your age. From that day onwards, whatever was happening in the world, that created your memory. You will not see how the world was before your birth. You can never remember. In that world, your great-grandparents are not there. How many of you have missed your great-great-grandparents? How many of you missed when your grandparents were living in a small hutment somewhere or in a huge palace? When you are not there. And when you grow up, maybe that palaces are demolished, your empires are gone. You will not remember that one time you were so rich and so wonderful. Your memories, your personal universe. And friends, all of us live in a universe within the universe. There are billions of personal universes, but there is one single universe in which the entire history of the existence potential inherent. Think of it. So when did this I thought begin? Have we ever tried to find out? But that I has tried to understand everybody's nature. What is space, air, fire, water? Nothing wrong, nothing wrong, nothing wrong. Because let the curiosity begin from anything, for anybody, for anywhere. It doesn't matter. But common sense, long before I am curious to know about everybody, that's why I think I should try to know about myself. Because if I am curious to know, where are you coming from? What is the answer you get, badly? What is the immediate question you get? Where are you coming from? What is your name? This. What is your name? Right. Who gave you your name? My parents. Who gave you, whose name is XYZ? Who gave that you to you? You are giving me your name. Who gave it? My uncle, my mama, my father. Who gave that name which you are claiming to be your name? That I who claims my name. Who gave? Suddenly, somebody takes the ground under your feet, the wind out of your cell, the breath out of your life. Yeah, who? That is where straight away I can go into that. Two things happens for every child. Please understand. It's so beautiful. I'm paralyzed. I don't know what to say. You think for yourself, you see for yourself. Two things the I will say. The moment this I is there, child, please see, it will say, please, be a baby. Be a baby. Okay? Please, don't be an adult, an idiotic adult. Child. I am from Madurai, I am from India, Tamil Nadu, India, Puri, Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, Odisha, or Bangalore, Rajasthan, anybody, London, Paris, Australia, forget it, whoever, wherever, as a child, as a person you think, each one of us will speak two languages. One is I saw the sunrise. Listen. I saw my father, saw my mother. I heard the cuckoo singing. I heard the cows humming. I heard the cats mewing. Baby language. I touched the fire, so hot. I touched the caterpillar, ooh, ooh. I touched the leaves, so tender touch. I heard, I touched, I saw, I tasted. This is so sweet, so sour. I smelt this flower, so fragrant, see, so stinking. Listen carefully. Child's prattling. Ask the baby. That time the baby also can answer. But ask the grown-up baby, how did you get all these things? I know. How do you listen to this sound? Did you have this sound? Yes. Who told you? I know. I heard the sounds. You felt soft and hard and all this. Yes. How do you know? How did you get it? I know. What I know? I know the soft, hard, warm, cool touch. I saw different colors, different things, forms. How? I know. Who told you? I know. I have experienced it. Very sweet, very sour, very hot. Who told you? I know. What? I heard. Sweet taste, sour taste, hot taste. Nice fragrance. This is not very good. How do you know that? Who told you? I know. That means unconsciously, behind every of our experiences in life, before I say I heard, I saw, I touched, I tasted, I smelt, I know. You will never say, I knew. That I knew what all I knew, I know what all I know, I will know what all I will see, hear, taste, touch. The knowing is a continuous thing. Knowing nobody introduces us to. But what all I saw, naturally it is there, yet parents can introduce us something to see. Knowing, nobody introduces us to. They introduce us to some sound, or I created my own noise. But knowing, neither I created nor they gave it to me. Has been hearing, touching, seeing, tasting, smelling, sensation, sense organ-wise activity, sensations were happening without the eye sense. Knowing was also continuously happening without the eye sense. Long before seeing, tasting, touching, smelling, listening started, knowing started already. Knowing principle, natural to everybody. Every human body, every animal body, every tree. As you saw, friends, there is unconscious universe, jada, semi-conscious. conscious, self-conscious consciousness, you can see that manifestations. A child doesn't understand that. We start as the unconscious, unaware. Unconscious means unaware. Maybe unaware is a better word. We don't start unconscious, we start unaware. मालूम नहीं होता है. Understand? We start unaware that we are aware all times. Think of it. As long as, please see, what is the magic of life? As long as we are seeing, we don't worry about whether we are aware or not aware. But the moment the seeing becomes difficult, oh, now you want to be aware. As long as a child, the machine is absolutely healthy and working, nobody bothers. As long as you're working, you are jumping, running, breathing, hunger comes, hunger is satisfied, you eat something, nobody bothers about anything. Only when the hunger does not come, listening slows down, seeing breaks down, touching, if some breaks down starts happening, you start worrying, not only for yourself, but also for your children. Why is he not speaking? Have you ever been telling the child is unaware? If unaware means unconscious, meaning unaware, if you are not, nobody will know whether you are aware or unaware. As long as they are responding, you think they are aware. Means what? They are dealing with their thoughts. As long as the fellow is dealing with the thought, good, bad, right, wrong, stupid, this, that, we shall see later on, you don't worry about it. Only when, just like physical body, as long as it is young and strong, nobody bothers. Growing up nicely, nobody bothers. Suddenly huge stomach comes in, or there is a blood pressure, there's sugar, something somewhere, you start thinking, what is happening to this body? You go to the doctor. What is happening to this body? Listen carefully. As long as a child is just talking, smiling, no problem. Suddenly becomes very angry. Why is he angry? Why is he so jealous? When you are 25, 30-year-old, life takes you on fantastic ride. Anger. But so easy. Everybody has it, no? So everybody hides that. Everybody hides that anger, hatred, jealousy, and what shall I say? How to pull down sense of limitation, mortality, death, everything. Then you start thinking, what is happening? Just like you try to solve your physical problem at the level of the physical body, you solve your problems of your thought at the thought body. But this is where, please understand, every child is born 5 ounces or 5 pounds, not 5 ounces, 5 pounds or 5 kilos or whatever it is, just think of it. How does it become so fat? I eat. I love to eat. Interfering begins with the eye. As a child, your eye has not interfered, your parents' eye interfering. Baby must be gundu. Baby must be like this. Listen carefully. Animals don't have any fat baby. Normal. Elephant baby is not thin, should not be thin. Giraffe baby should not be a dwarf. Animals, trees, everything is fantastic. Adults' interference makes the child useless, like the adults' interference makes the pets, cats, dogs, all pets sick, this or that. Understand? They don't maintain themselves, they don't maintain the pets either. As in the physical body, at the level of the body, so also at the level of your thoughts. Have you seen a born angry child, born jealous, born addict, born hateful, born non-believer, born believer, born speaking a language? Never. The I creates. It doesn't create the capacity to create. It's already there. When did it start? Nobody knows. But as I told you, two functions. Only one set is I know, which is universal. Universal. It doesn't matter you are in Antarctica, Australia, Europe, Asia, this place, from the Earth or planet Mars or anywhere. Knowing is universal. I saw, universal. What we saw, finished. I heard, I touched, I tasted, I smelled. That there our similarity ends. Understand? Our similarity ends. Are you aware, conscious? Yes. Do you see? Yes. Memories? Oof. Different people are sitting down means what? Different memories in that body. What makes us different? Appearance of the body. Appearance of the body makes us different, but they all go to the same hospital. Why? 5 feet 6 inches, fat, lean, thin, different hospital. Girls different hospital, boys different hospital. You understand the point? Hospital, same for everybody. Disease, whatever comes, you go to a place where your body can be fixed up. Diseases, whatever it is. Memories. Memories as such are same, but not your memory is not my memory. Everybody has memories, but what type of memories? And in that, anger, hatred, jealousy, complications that you have created. Who has created that? I want, I don't want, I like, I don't like. One thought. So if you want to understand now Dharma of everything, whose Dharma you should understand? Body Dharma is same for all. Space Dharma is same for all. Space is space, air is air, water is water, fire is fire, earth is earth. Even if there are different types of soils or different types of, whatever you say, there are no different types of water. Water in different bodies. There's no river water, this water, that one. Just think of it. I don't want to go into that stupid, unnecessary differences. They have no problem. Same dharma. Body dharma also. Age, born, growing, metamorphose, disease, decay. And body is not worried about it. Creation is not worried about it. Eyes are not worried about falling sight. Ears are not worried about falling sound, sort of can't hear. Conditions. The deteriorating conditions of the sense organs do not worry the sense organs. The thoughts are created. You are conscious. What is the problem? Only one thought comes, I. It has its problem with I can't hear, or proud, I can hear. I can't breathe, or proud, I am breathing. Who is doing that, friends? I can't see, I am seeing. I am hungry, I don't. Who is doing that? I hope you grasp. Only one thought. Wherever that thought is there, that has become your problem. Until the child didn't have that thought, child is just moving like any animal or anything in this universe. The bed and the child are one and the same. The bed has no sense, the child has no sense. In a sense, I. So when you say, what is my dharma? Who asked that question? Space everywhere doesn't ask that. Air doesn't ask it. Fire doesn't ask it. Water doesn't ask it. Earth doesn't ask it. Even the bodies, 5 elementals, made out of elements, the mountains, the rivers, the jungles, the birds, the animals, and among the human being, human children. Children, they also don't ask. When the I thought comes, listen carefully. Grown up, when that begins, start questioning everything. I want to know, I don't know, I understand. Oh, the beautiful Bhagavad Gita. Bahushakha anantascha buddhayo avyavasayinam. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekah. Vyavasayatmika buddhi, nischayatmika buddhi, that jnanam, I know, I know, I know, I know, one in all. What all I know? Anantascha. Bahushakha, anantascha. Bahushakha because with eyes, all forms and colors. With ears, all sounds of every kind. With the nose, all smells of every kind. Shakha. Ananta, endless. Any sound you can be trapped in. Sounds do not trap you, you get trapped. Sights do not trap you, you get trapped. Touches, tastes, smells, thoughts. Million thoughts, but not million bondages. Only one prisoner imprisons himself. Nothing in this universe is a prison. Samsara is beautiful. Samsara, samyakshara. Most essential of everything. Same word, samsara, samyakshara. If you read that book, I don't want to talk about pleasures. You have your pain and pleasure. You must read Bhartrihari. What they say. Anyway, friends, you are not supposed to talk about many things. What to do, sir? Think of it. Samsara doesn't mean it means samsarati also. Sarati, Sri Sar to move, samsarati, continuously moving and changing. Yet in the samsara, samyak shara, the most essential, immortality also is shining here. The same spot where you should dukkham, sukham, the same spot anandam. Vishayanande Brahmanande. Every sensation that is a sense of absolute, in every experience, Chetana, Brahma, Atma, Anubhava. Because Atma, Anubhava, Swarupa. In every experience you are experiencing yourself. Only the Ahankar decides it is experiencing sounds and signs and touches, and I should see, should not, and all that stuff is there. Think of it, friends. So two things. Vyavasayatmika buddhi eka. One, absolute. Chetana. No, I know, I know, I know. Aj mean to say, I know. Just mean to know, you don't have to say, I know. The child did not have the sense of I knowing, but he was knowing. Same way, you don't have to say, I see to see, with eyes see. Ears hear. So neither the two eyes have a problem, nor the third eye have the problem. Only the idiot has the problem. A loving idiot. Don't get angry with that fellow. How can you get angry with unconscious things? Now, if you consider yourself so conscious, so aware, Nityoshyava bhavet tesham. Life becomes an eternal celebration for the person who is aware of himself. Naivatasya krutena arthana krutena kischana. Yat krutva naparam krutyam. Yallabdhva naparam labham. Yat gyatva naparam gyenyam. Everything is there. And in this, what is working? Jnana Shakti, Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupini. O Mother. Call it Mother, Sarvam. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Sarvarupena Sanstita. Namastasya, 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 Namo Nama. Mother who is existing in all forms and in all forms as all forms in everything, Namaskar. Sarvam Shivamayam. Fine. Vishnu eva kevalam. Vishnu, vyapakatvad Vishnu. Fine. Brahmaivavidam jagatcha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam. Called Brahma. Brahma. Anything you like. Everybody is all pervasive. Everything is all pervasive. Nobody stands apart. So this I who is interested to know what is my dharma? Who are you? Think, who are you? I'm a man. Your body, no? Body dharma you want to listen? Study medicine. You want to know the sound, dharma of the sound? Touch, taste, smell, space, air, fire, earth. Study, no problem. You will never know about yourself. So what is the dharma of the I? Because if there is no sense of I, there is no enquiry about the dharma. Think of it. Right or wrong? Did ever any animal or this thing asked, what is my dharma? Questions come from this. Tomorrow we shall see more of it. What is my dharma? What is the dharma of the nature? Water? Analyze the water. What is the dharma of the animals? Analyze that animal. What is the dharma of the disease? Analyze that virus. What is the dharma of the fire? Study the fire. What is the dharma of the eye? My dharma. What is the dharma of the eye? Analyze the eye. And then you discover this eye has absolutely no dharma. Why? Because it was not there during the birth. It is not there during sleep. It will not be there during death also, except to shout, I am dying, I am dying. You understand that point? Catch the fellow. Except at the Mahadeva, it is such a luxury, such a beauty, such a hilarious thing, and such a painful thing. Because billions of people shout, I am dying. Oh. You are not there when body was there, were you there by born? No, not there. It happened. Even as a child, suppose you died, you never were afraid. Your parents were only destroyed because they are very wise people. What is that boy's name? What is that? Ganga. You know the story. 7 children. One after another, she was throwing them into Ganges. How cruel you can be. She had a story for that. You know that Ashtavasus in the heavens, they were. I don't want to get into those small little stories now, Anyway, having started. So they were cursed in the heavens. Beautiful story, just to connect it up with many things. That you must be mortal, you will be born into the world of mortality. So when they died, they went to Ganga and said, please, release us from this curse. Be our mother. She agreed. So when Shantanu saw her and got smitten by the beauty and the youth, I will marry you. One condition, you never say anything. Whatever I do, you never say anything. Yes. And he could do that. First son conceived, born, Ganges, she threw it into butter. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven sons are thrown. The 8th one, Bhishma, when he was born, he said, how can you be a mother throwing your own children to the water? I said, okay, this child will be alive, but I am no more there. And she disappeared. Bhishma was left out. Ashtavasus, they went back 7, Bhishma went later on, you know the whole story about it. She knew, children are coming through me, not from me. They're not my baby. A jiva comes through. Oh, these are all very stupid, impersonal ideas. Okay, be personal and enjoy, who says not? Be impersonal and enjoy. It's not mine, but I take best care of it. It's mine only, you will not care. You will be drowning in the so-called care. Don't you enjoy the universe which you never own? What do you own? Your little home or the space, air, fire, earth? And you can say that, why that your brain is like that? You may live in a golden palace, but you sleep in space. You have all the fragrance in your house, but it's pure air you breathe. You can have all the drinks in your wherever it is, but you drink water. Water content in every drink. Same thing fire. Friends, appreciate. High comes when the body is dying, that is the time wise man comes up, And do some, what is it, homam? Ayusham home for me, wise man. Right? Bring some Ganges water. Do this. Aha, true. Why? Every person. Have you seen happily dying people? Never. And those who are happily dying, you will never know them also, because they don't say, I'm going to die now. The body can't function like that. They silently fade away, like the fragrance in the air. The difference between the two is, when the body is lying down, he knows it is going down. Now it will go away. There will be no attempt to come out again further. The spoken words have stopped. You are no more speaking anything. How are you going to say? You know you are fading away. When you are fading away, whether you are fading away being frightened of it, or fading away because blissfully, wow, pure consciousness, nothing else is there. Returning to the source, as though came out, returning. In fact, never left it. What is that dharma, sir? Nitya sarvagata sthanu achaloyam sanatana. Sanatanasya ishvarasya dharma. That is the sanatana dharma. Everybody's. Not fighting against this dharma, that dharma, that is nonsense, you stop it. Please, I don't want to name it, mean it. Everybody is eternal, nitya, sarvagata, all-pervasive, sthanu, and therefore steady, immobile. That's your dharma. You forget it, embrace the body dharma, the growing, changing. Embrace the paisa dharma, my money, his money, my, like that. Khate kanta kaste putra sansaroyam atiba vichitra kastvam koham kutavayat tattvam chinda yadidam brata. Think it over, see it. Then, my brother, my son, my daughter, my body, my business, oh, my dharma is the only dharma. Aha. Are you nutcase? Nothing belongs to us. Yet everything is ours. You see that reality for yourself. So when we shall see tomorrow more of it. So dharma, my dharma, is everybody's dharma. Why? That the truth of that is truth of everybody. Physical body, space, air, fire, earth, the same for all of us. Just see that, friends. Don't have to say I to be, to exist, to be conscious, to be aware. Existence independent of a name, a thought, a form, a sensation, a belief or disbelief of any kind, every kind. Close your eyes. Thank you.